whenever I first learned about tapping many years ago, I thought, yeah, great, it can be used for maybe anxiety or just some issues like that. But like you're saying there, it can go much deeper, much further than that, into serious conditions and illnesses as well. And then with the movie that you produced, the Tapping Solution, you really delve more into that with some of the people that came along and got some great results. Can you talk about maybe some of the highlights of the tapping solution doing that, and some of the results maybe that people got?
Absolutely. Well, everybody was impressive, but I was there during the filming, and I personally was really impacted by two people. One was John, who is a Vietnam veteran, and he's in his late 60s, and he has had back pain since 1974. He's had 4 back surgeries with no success. And for anyone living with pain, they know that it's not just a physical problem, but it impacts your family, it impacts your job. And so he was really having a hard time. And so we began to use tapping, and what ended up happening was he had this memory of his father, how much his father used to beat him in the back. He used to use a razor strap and punish him often. And he, there in the film, you see this 60-year-old man with tears in his eyes. Actually, I think he's in his 70s, remembering something that happened when he was 5 years old. And when he was able to tap on that memory and get to the point where he could still have the memory, but without having those really tough feelings, his back pain went away. The results were so unbelievable in just 2 days, to the point where he used to have trouble standing up from a chair. After the 4 days, he'd sit on the floor and stand up by himself from the floor. Wow. The other result, which was absolutely extraordinary and I think worth mentioning, was Patricia. Patricia was in a boating accident, and she was thrown up into the air and fell back into the boat on her back. Mm-hmm. She had to have emergency surgery, and rods were put all over her back. And when we were filming the movie, we were trying to decide who we wanted to, have participate. And my brother said, hey, let's use Patricia because she's had this accident. And I said, there's no way, because this isn't emotional. This is an accident. She was in a boat. She got thrown on. The rods are there. It's a physical problem. Tapping is not going to help. And my brother said, Jess, I really think you're wrong. There's a huge emotional element to how we recover from things. Let's just take the chance. And so when she came, we ended up doing a lot of tapping on she comes from a military family. So for her, being her and having other people help her was really, really hard. And so we did a lot of tapping on the feelings of, excuse the ambulance, I'm in New York City, but it kind of works for what we're talking about. She did a lot of tapping on what it felt like to have her, father help her use the bathroom, or, like having someone always need to help her. And also that feeling that your life changes in an instant. It was a first date. It was a blind date that she went on. And so that those emotions around, what if I made a different decision, and constantly playing that what if. And once she let go of that emotionally, she recovered to the point where she didn't have to wear her back brace anymore. And she said something that was amazing. She said, when you suffer with back pain, your whole life revolves around that. So if you go to the movie theater, you're thinking about, okay, well, what are the chairs like? How long is the movie? And she's like, now I don't have to think about it anymore. So those were 2 results, which one was a pain that came over time with age, and another one was something that happened right away, and both of them got great results with EFT.
Fantastic.